I finished Where the Library Hides by Isabel Ibanez. This is the sequel to What the River Knows. I have both of the Owl Crate editions. I finished today. I finished it at 6:30 a.m. because I could not fall asleep because my joint pain was so bad. My Ehlers-Danlos syndrome struck again, but at least I had a good book to keep me entertained. I did manage to get a little bit of sleep from like 7 to 11, so I think I got like 1 REM cycle. Quick spoiler warning though, if you have not read What the River Knows yet, because I don't know how to talk about this book without spoiling the ending of this one. Inez traveled all the way from Argentina to Egypt in order to track down answers about her parents' mysterious disappearance, and she is still reeling from all of the different shocks in the first book. We pick up right away, which I always love when that happens. Her Tio Ricardo wants to send her back to Argentina because it's not safe for her in Egypt. However, she is desperate to stay, but because of patriarchy, she can't. Her only option is to marry Whit Hayes. Whit, however, may have ulterior motives in wanting to marry Inez. To get the answers Inez desperately wants about her parents, her search will lead her to the remains of the Library of Alexandria, which is one of my Roman empires. I just, every now and then, it'll pop into my head all of the information that was forever lost. So this was like a very exciting plotline. I've really enjoyed this duology. I thought it was a great sequel. I enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed the first one. I really like Inez and Whit together. There were a couple times though where I just wanted to be like, Inez, girl, I love you. I love your heart. She is just like all heart, not a lot of brains, but sometimes I wanted to just like sit her down and be like, let's think about things a little bit more. But I don't fault her too much because our girl has been through some trauma, and unfortunately for her, EMDR therapy was not a thing in the 1800s. The one thing I would have liked to have seen more of in this book is I do wish we had had at least like one more positive woman character, because I thought this story was a little bit lacking in that. I also thought Inez was overly harsh about her mother and not enough about her father, because I'm like, girl, your dad was 20 years older than your mother. I don't care what year it is. Like, that is creepy. Like, the whole reason why Whit is desperate is because he wants to save his younger sister from falling into a marriage with a guy who's 20 years older or more than that, who's like significantly older than her. And so I wish that this novel had explored that aspect of it just a little bit more, to kind of maybe bring a little bit more levity to Inez's perspective. But that's just like my one complaint about this series. Overall, I thought it was a pretty solid duology.